as somebody who have seen it all, there are things that have been lacking in our polity for a while, which I think it is necessary for us to correct. It is very, very unfortunate that ever since independence, we've not been able to have a country that we can call our own. Every region, every section of this country minds their section. That we don't see ourselves as Nigerians. We see ourselves as either the north, or the southwest, or the east, or the middle belt. We are segmented. The moment we come together as one, the moment we remove this idea of sectionalized politics, the country will be better for it. Right now, currently the Fulani people has taken the power, and they are seeing it as an opportunity to be able to push their own section forward, a kind of vendetta. And that is what has dragged us far back where we are suffering today. If tomorrow somebody from the east gets that power, he will also want to better the welfare of the southeast, not Nigeria. That's the difference between us and Western world. Where places like the US, they come in as the president of the United States of America, not the president of Alabama or New York or any other city. That is what is lacking in this country. Secondly, our leaders has deceived us for a very long time now, and I think if the youths can take the bulls by the horn, if they can take their destiny by the hands, it will also move Nigeria forward. As far as I'm concerned, it is time for us to allow the old people, anybody that's above 60 years, by our constitution should retire from civil service, active service. But unfortunately, we see people who are 80, 70 that are aspiring to become president. At that age, there's nothing much they can do. We need youths to take over the politics so that things will start moving forward. Someone like Peter Obi, for example, if you look at his political antecedents in Anambra State, if you go to Anambra, you discover that if you cannot see any other thing, you see that all roads in Anambra is tarred. Last time I traveled, it was heavy rain, but because of the drainage system done by that Peter Obi, Anambra State roads are okay. But you see, in Nigeria, they want to satisfy themselves, their families, their villages, or their cousins, before even they won't have time to think. Before they start thinking about Nigeria, their tenure has finished. That's the problem we're having here today. We must begin to look for youths who are not self-centered, who are not selfish, who will have a large heart to accommodate other sections of the country. And thirdly, we should stop this scenario where a winner takes it all. If you win an election, automatically you become a president of Nigeria. If you win as a governor, you become the governor of that particular state. You don't need to say that this man is not from this state, this man is not from this, or this one is not from my party. You must be able to appoint people based on merit, not because you want to satisfy your political sponsors. That's one of the major problems we're having in this country. You will see somebody, for example, if this current government has returned Okoji, you cannot compare Okoji with that young girl that has not had experience in economic proceedings, economic matters. And that's why we're here. The former government had more serious problem than this current one. But when they came in, they jumped into single account system. They jump into this foreign exchange policy that has crippled the economy. It is not a do or die affair for somebody to be in power. If we know that our president is not capable, health-wise, why can't he resign and allow others to take over this governance? must he be there and others are now taking decisions for him? Because they say if he's not Panadol, he's not Panadol. If Buhari is a unique person, and if he's healthy, he can take decisions on his own. But if he's not healthy, the people, the cabals, will be taking decisions and they will say it is Buhari that said. And we are suffering. That's the truth about the whole situation. We must be able to tell ourselves the truth. The drama that the EFCC and the DSS is doing. They are now discovering money in graves. They are now, and these monies, they say that they're orphan money. Nobody owns up that money. And they are telling us at their level of security experience, they don't know the owner. Who gave them the information? How did they get to know that the monies are there? Who are the owners of those apartments? And they are now playing on the intelligence of the masses. I pray that there will be no revolution. I pray that I pray that there will be no jailholders in this country. So if they must do something urgently to make sure that this country did not collapse totally. That's my opinion.